Hi everybody, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. I'm Chris. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I'm looking at Paco Rabanne's Invictus line and giving you my opinion on which one I think's the best. Stay tuned to FM. There are 4 fragrances in the Invictus lineup. The first is the original Invictus, which came out in 2013. The second is the original Invictus Aqua, which came out in 2016. Next, we had Invictus Intense, which came out in 2017. And then more recently, we've had the new version of Invictus Aqua, which came out just this year in 2018. Let's start with the original Invictus. I've been a big fan of this one over the years. I've owned several bottles. It's been a great, reliable, versatile scent for me. I've had compliments from wearing this scent. It's a really nice marine, woodsy scent, but it's got quite a bit of sweetness going on there as well. I don't currently own a bottle of it, and it's probably because I'm a little bit older now than when I did own the bottles of Invictus, and it does, in my opinion, perhaps just lean a little bit younger because of that sweetness in there. But I've really enjoyed wearing this sample and testing this against the others from the Invictus range. The sweetness has been said to have almost a bubblegum vibe to it, and I kind of get that. It is quite a sweet fragrance, but to me it was never an overly sweet or cloying fragrance until I smelt the original 2016 Invictus Aqua. Invictus Aqua 2016 is a great release. This one still has that same recognisable Invictus DNA. It does have that sweetness in there, but what it also has, particularly in its opening, is a really pleasant, salty, sour marine accord. I think that's due to the presence of the note of yuzu in this one, and it really just launches off the skin and fires this amazing, salty marine scent bubble around you. And because of that, I like the fact that this one has that sour, salty, dirty edge to it, and for me that just offsets the sweetness really nicely to result in what I think is a more balanced and better fragrance than the original Invictus. This conjures up images of sailors in a tavern by the seaside singing old shanty songs. It's got that real kind of old sailory saltiness vibe going on with it. So for me, this is a better balanced fragrance than the original Invictus, so therefore I do prefer it. Next in the lineup is another flanker to the original. This one is Invictus Intense. It's a little bit different. This one is a deeper, richer, woodsier scent. It's got a bit of a hint of a whiskey boozy note in there. I really like the scent of this one. I am drawn towards these richer, darker, particularly boozy fragrances, and I sprayed Invictus Intense. The first time I smelled it, I thought, wow, this is going to be my favourite Invictus release to date. This is going to be the one for me. And then after about an hour, it just faded. It just faded too quickly. So as I've said in a previous video, the performance of Invictus Intense unfortunately lets it down. I really enjoy the scent itself, but I have other scents that have similar notes that will last a lot longer on me. So for me, the performance of Invictus Intense just wasn't there. Maybe you've had different experiences with this one. Please let me know. Is this a beast performer for you? If so, I'm very jealous because I wish it was for me. So Invictus Intense, really nice scent, but just lacks in performance. Next up, we have the latest and possibly most controversial release, which is the new version of Invictus Aqua that was released just this year in 2018. As far as I can tell, it has been reformulated. I've gone into some depth in an earlier video about that, so I won't go into too much detail about that here. It is a really nice scent. It doesn't have that sour, salty, almost dirty edge to it that the original has, perhaps due to that yuzu note that is in that and doesn't seem to be present in the 2018 version. But it possibly is a smoother, slightly sweeter, more refined scent. It probably, in terms of its scent, falls somewhere for me in between the 2016 Aqua and the original Invictus, so falls somewhere in the middle of those two. I really enjoy the scent. You get a nice watery marine accord going on. There is just a slight bit of that marine saltiness going on in there, but not to the same extent as the 2016 version. The main issue I had with this one is in its performance. Just like Invictus Intense, this one faded just too quickly for me. I tested it side by side with the 2016 Aqua, and that was still going strong after several hours, whereas 2018 version of Aqua had just become a very faint skin scent. I would class the performance of 2016 Aqua to be moderate to good, so acceptable, but this one, Aqua 2018, I would say it's a pretty weak performance. So I don't know what's going on with these latest releases from Paco Rabanne, but the performance just seems to be really lacking. I'd like to see them in eau de parfum concentration. A stronger concentration may change the way they perform. They may perform better. I don't know if Paco Rabanne will ever do that. It may be something they look at doing further down the line, but at the moment, they're in that eau de toilette concentration and performance just isn't there. Okay, let me give you the order in which I rate these 4 fragrances. Number 4 for me is Invictus Intense, and then at number 3 it's Aqua 2018. Number 2 is the original Invictus, and my number 1 is Aqua 2016. So you might be thinking, Chris, that's a little bit annoying that you've picked a discontinued fragrance for your number 1. I think you can still get hold of it. If you look in buy, sell, swap groups, which is where I got mine from, it's still there. You can still buy the 2016 Aqua for a decent price. So if you really want it, you could still get hold of it. Another option available to you if you want the 2016 formulation of Invictus Aqua is the Perfume Parlour version. This is a great match. This is based on that original Invictus Aqua. It's pretty cheap, so if you did want to get your hands on that and you couldn't find a bottle of the original, then you could always go for this one. And this is a great thing about clone houses. They can keep discontinued fragrances like this one alive. They can resurrect old fragrances that you can no longer buy. So the Perfume Parlour version of Invictus Aqua could be a good option to go for. So that's it. That's my take on the Invictus line. I hope you found it useful. Please let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances or if you've tried all 4. Let me know how you think they compare, and please let me know which you think your favourites are. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell to enable notifications, and until next time, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.